welcome to the Adams Tennis Complex here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. I'm your host today, Matthew Hayden, joined alongside my analyst today, Jace Vincent, for some Blue Raider tennis. Today we have the MTSU Lady Raiders playing against the WKU Hilltoppers from that Western Kentucky. That team up in West Kentucky, those red team, the ones 100 miles of hate that the Blue Raiders have. Jace, how are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well so far today. Looking forward to a great match, as it will be a good one today.
Great match indeed when it's always MTSU versus WKU. As we jump into this one, WKU entering this match with a 14-7 record. They are 8-4 on the road, so a very strong road team, but are 1-1 in the conference play. So interesting to see here how MTSU handles them. WKU is coming in a 4-game winning streak, and those 4 games have all been sweeps. So clean sweepings for the Hilltoppers. So MTSU's got to be on top of their game today if they want to stay flawless here at ATC. Jace, what's your key factor for MTSU coming out with a victory here today against their bitter rivals in WKU?
I mean, you just want to play your best ball. You know, WKU's coming in hot. You know, they're coming off of a 7-0 sweep of Alabama A&M, so I would just want to play your best ball, you know, have a couple bounces go your way. It's what you're going to need, as MTSU's they're 9-7 and WKU's coming in hot 14-7. So I would say you want to play your best ball. You need your key players to step up, and then you're going to need some help along the way from your teammates as you go along.
You mentioned the Alabama A&M sweep, and you know a recent opponent of the Blue Raiders was also Alabama A&M. MTSU beat them 6-1. So again, 2 very dominant wins for both teams against a similar opponent. So interesting to see here how that plays out today. And of course, as we start into this, we will have our doubles matchups right here, right now. So for court 1 for WKU, we have Paulo Cortez and Seda Hernandez playing off against Love Star Alexis and Muskan Gupta for MTSU. Rounding it out on court number 2, we have Samantha Martinez and Mariana Zagata playing off against Sana Garankani and Noelle Morrow. And then finally on court number 3, we have Sofia Blanco and Rachel Hermanova playing up against Lily Sophie Schmidt and Cara Zalasi. So very interesting matches here. Again, for those that have not been keeping up with the MTSU Lady Raiders, Ratuja is out for the season after tearing her ACL. So again, we're having to see that bench be used here for the Lady Raiders on this later half of the season. So again, a huge CUSA matchup here against WKU. What's your key points to look out? Any certain players that catches your eyes for either side for WKU or MTSU, Jace?
Well, for WKU, their number 1 player, Paula Cortez, she's 8-7 singles so far this year, and she's a transfer from Kennesaw State, so they're number 1 player. So it'll be interesting to watch how she goes and how they go. And then for MTSU, I'll see how Zalazi steps up as that depth fills in for Chapel Carr, who is injured. So, this is part of it where it's next man up on your team. So this is where depth comes into play, and then you have your players like Love Star Alexis, Noel Morrow, and Lily Sophie Schmidt, who are going to do their own. They're going to play their ball, and then you just need your teammates to go around you and make plays.
You mentioned that court 1 matchup with Cortez and Love Star Alexis there. Love Star is coming off a Conference USA Player of the Week, so interesting to see here how she keeps that momentum rolling. And as we quiet down here, the music will now quiet down at the ATC. Looks like we are starting to try to get everything together here. Going to be a very interesting matchup. Once again, Blue Raiders from Middle Tennessee playing off against the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. Another chapter being added to the 100 miles of hate here at ATC. So interesting to see here. As we know, MTSU and WKU, they are bitter rivals. No matter what sport they're playing, it is constant who's going to top who. And for MTSU, they do have the upper hand here. They come in 12-2 all time against the Hilltoppers. But the Hilltoppers do have one advantage in which they did win the last matchup here. And it was in Bowling Green, 4-3 in 2022. So interesting to see here. Their 2 wins against the Blue Raiders one of them has come very recently. So interesting to see here. But one thing different about this team compared to the team that played last year was in Bowling Green, so they had their fans behind them. But for the Blue Raiders, they have their fans behind them. And as we quiet down here at ATC for the anthem, we will come right back with our doubles action here after a quick short break.
Mental health affects us all, whether you finish first or last.
Whether you win or lose.
The stigma around these issues causes those around us to suffer in silence.
Mental health is nothing to be ashamed of.
You are not alone.
You are not alone.
As a student athlete,
As a teammate,
As a friend.
We pledge to continue the conversation.
Because it matters.
because you matter.
Stand up to the stigma.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Continue the conversation.
You are not alone.
I have a voice.
You have a voice.
We have a voice.
Our voices can be heard
Outside of sports.
As student athletes, we have a platform.
now more than ever.
It's important that we listen, learn, and lead, and raise our voices for change.
We can all do more.
Now is the time
To make a difference.
This is our chance.
This is our chance to make a better tomorrow.
Together,
we will continue the conversation.
we have a voice.
On June 23, 1972, Title IX was signed into law, and it reads, "No person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity, receiving federal financial assistance." Happy 50th anniversary, Title IX. Thank you for giving little girls like me and big kids like Conference USA student athletes the opportunity to dream big.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Adams Tennis Complex, or as some people like to call it, the Cathedral of Tennis. So we're jumping into the action here on this wonderful Friday afternoon. The WKU Hilltoppers have come down to Murfreesboro, Tennessee to play against the Middle Tennessee State University Lady Raiders here in tennis, but they are coming into a very, very hard environment to play in. The Lady Raiders are 6-0 on the season when playing at ATC. So after a long month road trip that saw 9 straight road games, the Lady Raiders are happy to be back at the ATC and are ready to jump into the action here. As we'll start with our Court 1 matchup here. Again, for those just joining us, we have Paola Cortez and Sadia Hernandez for WKU, playing up against Love Star Alexis and Muskan Gupta. Seems as MTSU has been given the first serve here on court number 1. That one will be sent along there by the toppers. Gives MTSU a 15 love advantage here. MTSU at the top of the screen, walking their white tops. WKU rocking their road black attire. It's another serve there by Left Star, landing in favor of the Lady Raiders. 30 love now. That one might have squeaked in there in the doubles line, and it did. Beautiful bounce back there from WKU. Falling down early. Love 30, but able to knot it all up. 30 all here now. Beautiful spike up there by Muscon at the front of the net. Pushes MTSU now up 40-30 here and one ball away from holding their serve and securing the first point here on court number 1. That one sent wide by WKU will now finish up the first match in this double set on court number 1, giving MTSU now a 1-0 lead here.
Yeah, good first point there by MT there. It was really, the tone of the first set was really in control there by Alexis and Gupta to give them that early point.
Again, very important here early on in these doubles matches to hold those early serves. And as we look around here, an update on court number 2. WKU did hold their serve, so they are up 1-0 on court number 2 for Samantha Martinez and Mariana Zagata there. But now as we jump on to court number 3, where we have Sofia Blanco and Rachel Hermanova for WKU playing up against Lily Sophie Schmidt and Cara Shalasi there. That one will clip the top of the net there from Lily Sophie. That will wrap up the action here in the first match on court number 3, going in favor of the Hilltoppers. So once again, all 3 courts holding their serves. It's just both teams trying to figure out who will get the first break. Again, big matchup here between two CUSA teams, this one holds a little bit more meaning behind it, as WKU and MTSU's history goes very deep for all sports. So this is definitely one that neither team wants to lose to, because it will sting a little bit harder with how deep this history runs. Beautiful play right there to jump up early. 15 love here. And a quick update looking at the scoreboard. Love Star Alexis and Muskan Gupta with a quick break on court number 1. So that court falling in favor of the Blue Raiders. Another spike at the front of the net there. Not much WKU can do there. That one looked to have kissed the back line there. MT bouncing back quickly after they dropped the first point. They look to hold their serve here. Definitely don't want WKU to jump on to advantage here on court number 3. Lily Sophie and astonished at the back line there. Carr really putting in work there. The freshman again up at the front line. As that will now push this to a 1-1 all. An update on court number 2 as well. MT did hold their serve there. Sana Garankani and Noel Morrow holding their serve, knotting it up 1-1. Not much Lily Sophie Schmidt could do there.
Yeah, Matt, you mentioned this one meaning a lot, being the 100 miles of hate. MTSU has won 12 of the last 14, so pretty dominant over the course of the last several meetings. So MTSU looking to keep that narrative going here today. Is looking to bounce back from last year's loss and keep that 12 of 14 last games going to improve that.
A little crossover action there from WKU leads to another point in their favor. 30-15 here on court number 3. But yeah, as you mentioned, 100 miles of hate between these two teams on all sports aspects. So lots of tensions between these two and their respective schools. quick update here as we have a stoppage. MTSU and WKU on court number 1. Looks like WKU with Paola Cortez and Sadia Hernandez did get another break. So now they go down. They're still down 2-1, but it is their serve, so could bounce back here early. As we mentioned, breaks happening on a lot of courts here. Court number 1, again, both teams have broken each other, but MTSU did hold their first serve, so they are up 2-1. Followed by court number 2 with Sana and Noel. They got a break and are now up 2-1 with their serve, so interesting to see there. As we take a quick stoppage of play there on court number 3. WKU up 2-1 there. As we jump down to the action on the court we have not witnessed today is court number 2. As we've been stating before, MT up 2-1 here with a break. Holding their serve here will push them up to 3-1. So a lot of momentum riding on this serve. If Noel can lead to a hold here, MT will be in the driver's seat here on court number 2 early on. But Martinez and Zagata are not going down without a fight. Ferocious slam there by Morrow. Pushes their lead now 30-15. Beautiful play at the front of the net there by Sana. As we go 40-15, very crucial ball here for both teams. Great recovery there by a miss by Sana, but Noel back there to recover the miss and now pushes it now 3-1. And then a quick update at the top of your screen over there on court 1. MT has gone up 3-1 as well. So 2 courts with 2 game advantages in favor of MT here.
Yeah, strong starts on both courts 1 and 2 for MT. Looking to really finish strong here as we get to about the halfway point on these doubles matches.
As I don't believe we jumped the gun here on court number 2. A little talking between the players and the ITA official. But the dot is still on MT's side, but we have WKU serving, so. Scoreboard in-house does have it 3-1 now with WKU serve. If I'm not mistaken, we had 2 balls in play. I think one fell in favor of each team. Double fault there by WKU will land that ball in favor of MT. Long rally there, lands in favor of the Blue Raiders, and the crowd here at ATC erupts.
A great recovery there by Sana just to be able to go back. The ball got on the end of the line there, clipped it, and she was able to make a great recovery and set up MT for the point there. It was a great job by her and Morrow there to get a key point there. And also a quick little update over on court 3. Lily Sophie Schmidt and Cara Solani were able to even it up 2-2 over there with their serve coming up now. So that one's equally as competitive as we're having here on all 3 of these courts. So some great action really going on here today.
So that one clipped the line there. I believe from this angle. Wait on confirmation there. As you just saying, on courts number 3, it was 2-2, but in a blink of an eye, it is now 3-2 in favor of the Hilltoppers.
And another strong rally here by WKU as they were down 40-15 just a few moments ago, and now they've come back to even it up 40-40 here as we go to a key deuce point for another clutch set point here.
That one will clip the top of the net and not fall in favor of the Blue Raiders. As that one now, crucial hold there for WKU. As they're trying to avoid falling down 4-1 like they have on court number 1, in which they are down 4-1 there. So again, WKU, if they're looking to secure an early doubles point here, having to lean heavy on courts number 2 and courts number 3, because they have a big hole to climb out of here on court number 1.
Yeah, and Alexis and Gupta have been really strong here on court 1. You know, just really they've been in the driver's seat early on here with a commanding 4-1 lead, and haven't looked back at all from the moment go. So, and it's been for a large majority on court number 2 that MT has been in control over there, minus dropping the last couple points there for it went to 3-2. So we've seen a lot of toughness from MT and WKU, where you can tell that both sides have really come along this year and have really improved their game.
Spike effort there by left star Alexis. Falls just short, as that will give Cortez and Hernandez a point there on their serve, but now up 4-2. MT's got plenty of breathing room here, but you do not want to take your foot off the gas. Because if they get a break here, they could very much well knot it up 4 apiece. So if you're Moose Gun here, you really got to be on your A game still. Don't let WKU sit around and slowly chip away. As Muskan will start this serve just like how she needs to, with a beautiful forehand there. As it sneaks into that back line. We wait on the calling there. That ball went just a bit long there from Muskan. Knots everything up 15 all here. That ball from the WKU squad screams by MT. Not much they can do there.
Yeah, Love Star was there, but then that ball was just hit really hard and just flew right by her where she was not ready for it. So a strong point there by WKU. Here now, 40-15. This would be a huge break point for WKU to claw their way back into this here on court 1 and make it 4-3, bringing themselves back into this where they were just down 4-1.
But Muskan and Love Star say, not just yet. They still got to land one more point to secure it. Someone called out there. We'll now wrap this point up. Like we've been saying before, with the break there, that now pushes it to 4-3 in favor of MT, but WKU with their serve now. So a once comfortable lead for Love Star Alexis and Muskan Gupta has now turned into a nail biter between Paola Cortez and Sadia Hernandez. That will squeak by Hernandez there from Love Star. Someone sent long there by Hernandez again. As Muskan and Love Star, after their early break, look to get another break back. And as this one goes 5-3 there on court number 1, MT is now one game away from securing the court 1 victory. But as they're about to secure a court 1 victory, WKU is close to securing a victory of their own on court number 3, as they are up 5-2 there. As we'll go double screen here on the left side, court number 1, on the right side, court number 3.
Yeah, and that was a huge break there on court number 1 for Love Star Lexus and Muskan Gupta there, where they had just dropped the previous 2 points, and it felt like WKU had some momentum going their way, and then they were just quickly able to shut that down and take back control of that set, just running a clean sweep right there on that last point there, and putting themselves up 5-3.
As been stating, court number 3 was at one point all knotted up 2 apiece, but it seems as WKU has jumped out here. So they're now up 5-2. So 1 court in favor of MT, 1 court in favor of WKU. All trickle down, as it seems, if these courts go out in the favor of their respective teams leading right now. All doubles action will fall on court number 2 of who will come out on top with a doubles point.
Yeah, over on court 3, Blanco and Hermanova, they're a really good doubles, as they are the number 2 for this WKU team. They're 11-4 overall together when they play, and they've just proven really strong, and they've won 5 games in a row when they've played together. So they're looking strong as that number continues. And a quick little rally here, 40 love for Schmidt and Slossie is a huge point if they want to stay alive here.
A must-win ball here for MTSU. They look to keep the court 3 chances alive. As that ball did fall in favor of MT on the right side of our screen. Pushes it back now to 5-3. And some momentum here for Lily Sophie and Karshalasi here. A break here could, once again, as we saw, a break here pushes it to 5-4, and then you get your serve back. Could knot it up 5 apiece and push it to a 7-set tiebreaker here. As both teams on courts 1 and courts 3, both teams with 3 matches here, putting on a good fight for the doubles partners that are 1 game away. So a lot of fight for both WKU and MTSU. As Hernandez will send that way back.
Yeah, a really strong serve there by Love Star Alexis, just had her off guard, and it evens it up now 40-40, coming down to a huge point for MT to be able to close out here.
So that one was sent just long there by Kara. So knotted up 30 all now. As that one sent to the net there by Cortez will secure a court 1 victory in favor of the Blue Raiders. So MT now has to find 1 more court in order to secure the doubles point. As Lily Sophie Schmidt and Kara Shalasi here trying to fight tooth and nail to extend this match set by set. But Blanco and Hermanova here up with their serve. If I'm not mistaken, they might be 1 ball away here. Wait for an update there on the play side scoreboard. Was indeed 40-30, but now 40-40 deuce here. So that one sent long by Lily Sophie, and you could see the devastation in her reaction, but hard-fought match for that. So courts 1 falling in favor of MT, but court number 3 falls in favor of WKU. So as the numbers were predicting, pushing it forward to court number 2 has become the deciding court here for both teams. Who will come out on top? It is all knotted up, 4-4-15 all here. As MT has now pushed it 30-15 in their favor. WKU has to hold their serve here. A break here pushes all the momentum in favor of the Blue Raiders. as Noel gets just too much jammed in there. Now puts it 30 all. That ball falls in favor of Martinez and Zagata there. At the point, which team can get that break? That will be the deciding factor here. As that one squeaks in. The slam there by Sana pushes it now 40 all. Huge deuce point here.
Yeah, and a really big break that needs to fall in favor of MT if they want to not only go up 5-4, but give themselves a good chance to take this doubles point.
It's good effort there by Connie and Mara, but that will fall now in favor of the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, a huge point there that came down to the wire. You know, it's been like this all day so far with these two doubles teams where they really traded blows back and forth, and it's come down to the wire just about every time. And it's really come down to the wire. It's come down. It's probably been the best one so far today, where it's 5-4 now, and MT is on their serve. So no team's really been able to really get a break so far over on this court, and both teams have been really in control when they've been on their serve. So we'll see what happens here with Garakani and Morrow as they come up here.
Again, it wouldn't be an MTSU versus WKU matchup without a nail-biting ending to a match or two. So huge momentum tied here. Which team will come out on top here in the doubles matches and get that early 1-0 lead? That ball not able to get over for Noel. WKU jumps up. Love 15 here. Fault there by Connie. Sorry for the play side skippage there, but that was a double fault by Connie. So tough break there for MTSU. As they fall down Love 30 here on their serve. Spike there at the front, pushes it now, love 40. And MTSU, if they wanted to secure this, have to play a perfect finish of tennis here. As WKU now falls just one ball away from securing the doubles point. That one sent in net there will secure the doubles point in favor of the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers as they secure victories on courts number 2 and court number 3. They will now head into the singles matches up 1-0. Huge momentum there for the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, huge momentum there. They were able to close out strong there in what was really a back and forth match there over on court 2, and they were able to just take control there at the end and just clean sweep at the end. And that's what we saw on court 3, where they were just in control for pretty much the entire way. And if you're MTSU, you just got to go bounce back in singles, and you got to have some bounces go your way and just play your best ability to beat off a really good WKU team.
Absolutely. We always talk about, getting these early leads can make it a huge difference here in the doubles. As we recap really quick here, on court number 1, MTSU secured a 6-3 victory there. And then on court number 2, WKU bounced back with a 6-4 victory there. And then rounding out their victory in the doubles matches with a 6-3 victory over on court number 3. So WKU will head into the singles matches here in a 1-0 lead. And as the music starts to play here, we'll go take a quick break, and we'll be right back with your singles matches here at the Cathedral of Tennis. Stay tuned.
Mental health affects us all, whether you finish first or last.
Whether you win or lose.
The stigma around these issues causes those around us to suffer in silence.
Mental health is nothing to be ashamed of.
You are not alone.
You are not alone. As a student athlete,
As a teammate,
As a friend,
We pledge to continue the conversation.
because it matters.
Because you matter.
stand up to the stigma.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Continue the conversation.
You are not alone.
I have a voice.
You have a voice.
We have a voice.
Our voices can be heard.
Outside of sports.
As student athletes, we have a platform. Now more than ever. It's important that we listen, learn, and lead, and raise our voices for change.
We can all do more.
Now is the time
To make a difference.
This is our chance.
This is our chance to make a better tomorrow.
Together,
we will continue the conversation.
we have a voice.
On June 23, 1972, Title IX was signed into law, and it reads, "No person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity, receiving federal financial assistance." Happy 50th anniversary, Title IX. Thank you for giving little girls like me and big kids like Conference USA student athletes the opportunity to dream big.
Welcome back to the Adams Tennis Complex here where we'll have our singles matches here for the WKU Hilltoppers facing off against the MTSU Lady Raiders. As we jump into the action here, we'll start off on court number one. You know, number one, we'll start with number one. But for all the matches here on court number one, we have Paola Cortez playing up against Love Star Alexis, followed by court number two, Sadia Hernandez playing Sana Garankani. Court number three, Rachel Hermanova versus Muskan Gupta. Court number four, we'll see Sofia Blanco playing against Noah Amaro. And then court number five, we'll have Sanskriti Damara playing up against Lily Sophie Schmidt. And then rounding it out on court number six, Mariana Zagata playing up against Kara Chislani there. So again, WKU jumped out early with a 1-point lead because they did secure that doubles match victory. So MT, they look to keep their flawless streak alive here at the Cathedral. We'll need to secure 4 of the 6 courts. But if you're WKU, you are looking to, if you can put a blemish on any Blue Raider athletics for WKU, it's going to make it feel extra special. Because we know how long these two have been going back and forth with each other on all sports. Again, MT though, 12-2 all time when playing against the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers. So history does fall in favor of the Raiders here. But history is in the past for a reason. This is all about the present here. One team looking to keep their flawless streak alive at their home court. One team looking to break it.
Yeah, not only is MTSU trying to keep their unbeaten streak so far this year at home, but they're also looking for their first conference win coming in today. So a lot on the line here if you're not only MTSU but also for WKU in terms of this rivalry here.
Absolutely. One team looking to secure their first Conference USA win here. One team looking to push their record to above 500 in conference play. As MTSU will have to win 4 of these courts. Which 4 could it be for MTSU? But if you're WKU, you want to keep your foot on the gas here. Get 3 courts and get up out of here with a huge CUSA victory. For WKU, their one in-conference loss was a bad one. A 7-0 loss to UTSA. So if you're, but then they also bounced back against number 69 North Texas with a victory 4-1. So 2 ends of the spectrum there for conference play. As we have last week's Conference USA Player of the Week for women's tennis and Love Star Alexis here. At a deuce point early on, trying to hold her serve here. As Cortez gets jammed there, not able to get it over the net. A hold there for Love Star. And if you're WKU, you're looking at your road pedigree. Number 69 North Texas, that was a road game for them in San Antonio, so a huge win there. So you're really riding off the momentum there, being a top 70 ranked team.
And if you're MTSU, you're looking to even up conference play as you're trying to bounce back from being swept 4-0 versus number 35 FAU. So, well, FAU is a good team. They're not number 35 for no reason. That is a top 40 team in the country. But you're also looking to bounce back here against a gritty WKU team, and you want to improve your resume as you move forward here on your schedule.
And correction, it is FIU.
FIU, my fault.
I know those Florida teams really close in abbreviation, so easy to get mixed up. But if you're MT, you're looking at your pedigree here. MTSU early on beat Austin P 4-3, and WKU did drop their game against Austin P 1-6, and that was in Bowling Green. So again, both matches, these team schedules have very, very common similarities. Both teams have beat Lipscomb. So if you were looking at the schedules before, a lot of similarities. But this is the match that matters all.
And it's got to mean more if you're MTSU. I mean, this is your first home game in a month and a half, and especially when it's against your rival WKU. It all just comes down to this, and it all is just on the line for you, not only for your schedule, but also just for pride as you move forward as a team, because this is the one that you definitely don't want to drop for the coaches, players, and especially not the fans.
Absolutely. If you are a Blue Raider fan, current student, former alum, you will grow a hatred for the Hilltoppers. But it's all good and fun still at the end of the day, because bitter rivals is what drives the sports.
Yeah, a couple other updates over on courts 2 and 3. MT is holding both 2-0 leads early on over there, along with court 4 is even up 1-1. So a lot of action early on here, and a lot of positivity for MT if they want to really rally here after dropping the doubles point and get some key points here in singles.
Beautiful ball there by Love Star.
Yeah, just a great hit, a lot of power on it, and not much Cortez could do there to get across to the outside of the court there. So a great hit by Alexis, and a key point here if she wants to go up 2-0 early here.
That will occur as Love Star Alexis comes up 2-0 with the break there, as she will join Sana Garankani on court number 2 and Muskan Gupta on court number 3, all getting early breaks here. As here on court 1, Love Star up 2-0, followed by On court number 2, Sana up 3-0, and then on court number 3, Muskan is up 2-0. So 3 courts early on here, looking all Blue Raiders here in this first set. They look to keep pushing that momentum that way. But if you're MT, you got to find one more court out of those. Besides those 3, secure a huge Conference USA victory here.
And a great play by Cortez there. Had Alexis going all over the court there and was able to have her on her heels there and get a big point there for her early on in this point. And she's probably going to need it because she's already dug herself a little bit of a hole. It's kind of being tough to dig herself out of when it's a player like Lovestar Alexis who's a veteran and has a lot of experience under her belt and is definitely one of the better players on this MTSU team and has shown it not only today but numerous times over the course of this season in her career.
That one will squeak in there for Lovestar. Pushes it now 30-all. Lovestar now 1 ball away here on her serve. Looking to go up 3-0 here in this first set.
And she does so. Just in complete control here today and has really played an outstanding game. Not only on doubles, she was really good, and on singles, she's not taking a foot off the gas here, just playing outstanding.
We jump back up here into the booth, but like you've been saying, Lovestar has been very excellent today, both in doubles and singles, pushing off that Conference USA Player of the Week, award, carrying that momentum. So great to see her coming out strong early. So we now will jump on over to court number 2, where Sana Garankani, my apologies, Sana Garankani is playing Sadia Hernandez. As Garankani up 3-0 here in the first set.
It's evened up now 40-40 here, where it comes down to a huge deuce point here for Garcani, where she can just keep her foot on the gas here and go up 4-0, or for Hernandez to dig herself out of this deep hole here and give herself some momentum moving forward. Either way, it will be huge. As Hernandez makes it 3-1 here, with Garcon taking the early 15-love lead here in this next set. Now 30-love, and huge hit for Garcon if she wants to get a quick little bounce back point and give herself back the momentum and close out strong here in this court.
As waiting on a ruling on that one. Did it clip that singles line? Looked like it might have been a bit wide there from this angle, and it was. 30-15 now in favor of Garicani. As 3 courts have all eclipsed a 3 match securing in the first set in favor of MT. As we look around, court 6 and court 4 have both fallen into leads for WKU. Court 4 has a 3-1 lead in favor of Sofia Blanco over Noel Morrow. And then court number 6 has a 4-0 lead for Mariana Zagata versus Cara Shalasi there. So 3 courts in favor of MT, 2 courts in favor of WKU early on here in these first sets. So that leaves 1 court to decide which team will secure the victory if the momentum pushes those courts into those favors. It's a long rally there will fall in favor of Garicani. Pushes her lead now to 4-1 here in the first set. So Garicani trying to become early advantage here, trying to become the first Blue Raider to secure a set victory here. But as we jump away from the action here in the booth, court number 6 is at 5-0 there in favor of Zagata here.
Yeah, she's just been in control from the get-go here against the much lesser experienced Zalasi here today. And she's just been able to play her own ball and just take control from the get-go. And, you know, the rest of her teammates need to rally around if WKU wants to close out strong here, as we're seeing more of a rally from MTSU here in this singles point.
So that will seem to conclude the action here in the first set on court number 6, falling in favor of Mariana Zangata over Kara Shalasi there. So if you're Shalasi there, you have to bounce back quickly. You have to take a deep breath. You're down in the set, but now clean the slate here. It's where you look ahead. You just say, you know, that first set was not the way I wanted to go, but I can bounce back here. But as for Mariana Zagata, you want to keep your foot on the gas. Don't give them any chance here. So as we have a stoppage here on court number 6. This is the first court to secure a set 1 ending. Again, 6-0 there on the play site in favor of WKU's Mariana Zagata here. So if you're WKU, you gotta like the feelings on court number 6. Trying to find those 3 courts after securing that doubles point. So as we have a stoppage here, we'll jump right back up into the booth. So again, if you're MTSU, you got to secure 4 courts. You have 3 courts already in your favor, so you have to find one of the other outlier courts to rally around and, you know, secure a victory there. So if you're MT, you really have to dig deep here. Again, playing against WKU, you already have a fire lit trying to be your bitter rival. But again, these first sets on courts 1, 2, and 3 look very, very good in favor of the Blue Raiders. We'll go double screen here with court number 1 on our left side with Love Star Alexis playing up against Paola Cortez. And then on our right side, court number 2, Sana Garankani playing up against Sadia Hernandez. Both of these courts falling once again in favor of the Blue Raiders. That's court number 2 on the right side. That match will fall in favor of Hernandez. Still a bit of a mountain to climb there if she's wanting to secure this first set victory. What a lightning serve there by Love Star on the left side of the screen. Not much Cortez could do there. So that one just blown right by her. So that one was seemed to be sent long there by Love Star. Position now 15 all there. Now for all three courts in favor of the Lady Raiders, courts 1, 2, and 3 have all been pushed to 4-2. So MT looking like they'll be in the driver's seat there in the first sets on 3 courts. As splits there by Love Star, but unfortunately the ball was out, so beautiful effort there, but just to no prevail. That one sent wide there by Hernandez. Keeps this point alive for Garrett-Connie to push it to a 5-2 lead, but needs 2 balls to fall in her favor here for a break. But Love Star Alexis also looking to keep her serve alive here. Push her lead to 5-2, but Cortez looking to get a break and push it to 4-3 with her serve coming up next. Garrett-Connie will send that one long there. That will now push it 4-3, but will send the serve back over to Garrett-Connie. See Love Star now climbing back. Once down 15-40 is now knotted it all up 40 all here. A hold here will be huge for Love Star. Will push the first set lead to 5-2. So that first serve sent to the net there. If you're Love Star, you're trying to avoid a double fault here. So double fault will drop the point, but also then push the serve back over to WKU. That one seemed to have squeaked in. No, it looks like it will be ruled out. That ball lands in favor of Paula Cortez there on court number 1. As that will now push both courts 1 and courts 2 now to 4-3. Both still in favor of MTSU. So again, looking around the Cathedral, courts 1, once again, on your left side, 4-3 in favor of Love Star Alexis for MTSU. Course number 2 is also 4-3 in favor of MTSU for Sonic Garrett-Connie. And then on courts number 3, you have Muskan Gupta, who is also up 4-3. But now, a court looking out for is court number 4, as Noelle Morrow has now crawled back for, I believe she was once down 2 games to nothing there.
Yeah, she was down early, came back and tied it up 3-3 and has rallied strong there. Nothing surprising that she would do that. That's just how she plays. And she's gone over to take a 4-3 lead. So strong performances on the first 4 courts there, and they need to just close out strong here if they want to take this.
Absolutely huge momentum there if they are able to secure all first sets there on those 4 courts. As we'll now jump into the action here on court number 4 with Noelle Morrow. Well, a very strong player for the Lady Raiders. As we see some of her games, she likes to wrap them up pretty quickly. As we see at times here at the Cathedral, she'll wrap up her games 6-1, 6-1s, back to back, or even pull out some donut times there for some 6-0 victories. This one a little bit different, a bit of a back and forth match, so interesting to see how it plays out here. As Morrow will now push it a 5-3 lead here.
Yeah, and a quick little update over on court 1. Love Star Lexus was ahead. Now it is evened up 4-4 over there now. So become more competitive over there now with court number 1 with Love Star Lexus and Cortez. So got to keep our eyes out for that one, and a key one for MTSU if they want to come out of here with a win today.
As court number 1 pushes it to 4-4. Court number 2 also falling 4-4 now. Both Love Star Alexis and Sonic Aracani jumped out to early 4-1 leads, but just as the leads were, as they were thriving, have now all been knotted up. As beautiful offense there by Sofia Blanco. Not much more Noelle Morrow could do there. Someone sent long there by Blanco, who is up 40-30 here on her serve. So it looks like it will be a double fault there for Blanco. Might have been her first ball. It was in fact a double fault. So Morrow can secure this ball here. This will secure a first set victory. As that will be the case here. court number 4, falling in favor of the first set victory for Noelle Amaro.
And over on court 5, Sana Garkani, she gets a nice little bounce back. She's now up 5-4. And it'll be her serve as she's looking to get back on track here and finish strong and take that first set.
As we'll jump back up here into the booth again, MTSU answering back to WKU's first set victory on court number 6 as they secure a first set victory on court number 4. And as we are just jumping into it on court number 2, we have Sana Garankani jumping out to a 5-4 lead now in her first set with her serve on deck here. So another court that could fall in favor of middle. As we jump into the action here, quick update, court number 1, Love Star Alexis is now at 5-4, but a little bit different story as it will now be pushed to Paula Cortez for WKU's serve, so same scores, but 2 different stories on courts 1 and 2. That one pushed out wide there by Hernandez. Will now push Sana's lead now to 30 love. That one sent long will now push it 40-15, so 1 ball away for Garikani to secure her first set victory. So that will do it here on court number 2, securing a set 1 victory for Sana. So 2 courts have now fallen in favor of the Lady Raiders here. As now we will now jump into the action on court number 1, where it's another 5-4 Lady Raider lead. Love Star looking for a break here on Cortez. As Love Star seemed to believe that ball was out, but ITA official, you heard, announcing it 30 love.
Yeah, and this is a big break that you need if you're a Love Star here, if you want to not only win this first set, but give yourself some nice momentum moving forward into the next upcoming sets that you have here in what is going to be a really competitive match between Alexis and Cortez here today.
That one also falls in favor of Cortez, so now pushes it to 40 love here. So that one sent in net there by Cortez, keeping this ball alive. And again, Love Star trying to climb back and get a break here to secure a first set victory. An update on court number 3 at the top of our screen. Muskan Gupta has jumped out to a 5-4 lead, but it is Rachel Hermanova's serve there for WKU. So another one of these instances. The Lady Raiders up 5-4, but as we see, Cortez holding her serve pushes it now 5-5 here on court number 1. So one that is going to have to extend to another set here. Love Star looks to jump out to a 6-5 lead here. Off to a good start with a 15-love advantage. That was just a beautiful sequence of plays there. A line scraping serve, resulting in a shot Cortez wouldn't prefer, and Love Star executing perfectly. That one wide. So that one sent in net by Love Star. Will now push it 30 all here. If you're Love Star here, you're really trying to avoid a break here, because these are one of the courts that you look to be in the driver's seat here early on in this first set. One you definitely do not want to drop here. As Cortez now one ball away from a break here. Could be the leading factor if she can secure it to a first set victory for her. But that one will be sent wide. Beautiful response there from Love Star. Has a tough shot there to her left. Was able to get it over, and Cortez could not execute securing it in. So we'll now push us all to deuce here. As a quick update, Court 6 has been concluded in favor for WKU. Mariana Zagata closing it out early, 6-0, 6-0 in both sets over Kara Sawalshi there. So that will now extend WKU's lead to 2-0. So that ball just got away from Cortez, and it will now push Love Star's lead to 6-5 here on court number 1. So huge hold there for Love Star. Again, having to secure one more match there to secure the first set victory there. Again, win by 2. So interesting to see there how that plays out. That could be a back and forth match that we see that could go very long. Just curious to see how it will affect. But as we go here, Muskan Gupta here up 5-4, 40-30. So it seems to, as Rachel Hermanova talking with the ITA official.
Yeah, you can tell she's really frustrated there. Just a lot of emotions. Not from arguing with the official, but also just unleashing it on hitting the ball into the wall there.
There's an update on the in-house scoreboard. We'll push this to a 6-4 first set victory for Muskan. So Hermanova upset with the event that took place on court number 3. As we have a stoppage here. As we see again, 2 courts have now fallen in favor of the Blue Raiders with first set victories, but for WKU, they did secure that doubles point and have secured a court completely here. So court number 6 has fallen in favor of WKU, so that pushes their lead to 2-0. But MTSU looking to figure, has 3 courts. 2 courts have secured a first set victory. Court number 1 has fallen 6-5 in favor of MTSU. Again, having to win by 2 there, so curious to see how it plays out for Love Star Alexis there on the left side of your screen. But as you see on the right side of your screen, we'll jump on board here on court number 5 with Schmidt and Demara there. Demara up 5-3 over Lily Sophie. That one stoppage and stream there on the right side with play side, but that one did clip the top and it looks like it went far for Schmidt, but still on for her serve, trying to claw her way back here into this first set. As Love Star on the left side of your screen, up 6-5 there, trying to secure her first set victory as well. That one will squeak in the back line there for Demara there. As that will conclude the action for the first set there on court number 5, falling in favor of the WKU Hilltoppers. So as we see here, Love Star Alexis and Paulo Cortez, 30 all there in the first set. Once again, 6-5. So huge momentum here, because this could be a deciding court for either team. This could be the 4th court to fall in favor of the Blue Raiders, or it could be the 3rd court to fall in favor of the Hilltoppers. So huge game-breaking play here. Cortez is now in the lead 40-30. So we'll go just short for Love Stars. It will now push it to 6-6 here on court number 1. Huge tiebreaker here. So we are going to stay here and see which way will it fall. Will it fall blue or will it fall red? It's a good start there for Love Star. If you're an MT fan or player, this is the court to watch. And a court that could be a huge momentum change for both teams. So you're really needing to see. This is what the court 1 action is all about. These are the best players of their respective squads, so they're putting on the best show. As Love Star jumping out to a 2-point tiebreaker advantage here on court number 1. That will make it a 3-point advantage in favor of Love Star, so Love Star really trying to secure this set 1 because it will be huge for her and her fellow Lady Raiders. As that one will squeak into that back line there, pushing it now a 4-0 advantage in favor of Love Star Alexis. Cortez disagreeing there with the ITA official, but Love Star is all for it. This will now push it to a 5-0 tiebreaker lead here for Love Star. That point will fall in favor of Cortez there. Have a switch here. Or stoppage break right here. Again, this court could be a deciding factor for this match here. All other courts have fallen in favor, or have fallen in their first sets, but this one's still trying to figure out who will be victorious here.
Yeah, and this is a huge point for not only Love Star Lex, but for MTSU as they want to stay in this match here. They need to. This is a huge point right here for them, for Alexis. She wants to take this first set here, and needs for her teammates to rally around her and close out their leads here for MTSU if they want to rally back here and win this match.
As that one will sneak in there at the back line. Huge excitement there for Love Star. Just push their leads now to 6-1 here. So that one seemed to squeak in there. Not much Love Star could do. Pushes now to 6-2 here. So that one will be ruled out there by Cortez. Pushes it now 6-3. If you're a Love Star, you cannot let this one fall out of your grasp. This is a huge match for not just you, but for your team. Both teams direly need this court to fall in their favor. And that is what she will do. The CUSA Player of the Week last week, putting on a performance there for her and her team, resulting in a first set victory for Love Star Alexis. Huge, huge momentum there for the Blue Raiders. Not just because it was a victory, but because of how lengthy and how drawn out it was. That's going to take some wind out of your sails if you're Cortez and the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, it was a huge one. It went really long and take a lot of energy out of you, but it was great to see Love Star just dig deep there and hit that second gear and just find that inner to get that early first set win. And then she needs that same energy to carry over here going into her second set and get a huge point for the MTSU Lady Raiders here.
Exactly, exactly. If you're on court one, those long, drawn-out sets can really put a toll on both players, but the player that comes out on top of those long sets gets a huge momentum boost, a huge adrenaline to them, so it just gives them that fighting edge there in the second set. So huge win there for Love Star and the Lady Raiders. As we'll jump on board here on court number 2 with Sana Garacani playing against Sada Hernandez. Hernandez looking to bounce, get a break here to get her back into the second set as Garacani has jumped out to a 3-0 lead here. That one will sent long by Garacani, will now push it to 3-1. So Hernandez with a break there, getting the ball rolling for her on court number 2.
Yeah, similar start to how last set went. Garacani was up 3-0, and then kind of let Hernandez play her way back into it here. So if you're Garacani, you just kind of don't let this lead be too big for you, and you don't want to be complacent here, and you just want to play your ball and close out strong here and give your team a point.
As Garrett-Coney has jumped out to a love 30 lead here on Hernandez.
Yeah, 40 love now for Garrett-Coney here, just in control of this set, or in control of this point, and needs to finish strong here. She doesn't need a repeat scare of last set where she let Hernandez play her way back into this and make it competitive where it was 4-4 for a moment. So she needs to just continue to play her way, continue her momentum, and just finish strong. Which she does do there, putting herself up 4-1 now, and just in complete control here of this score right here.
As court 2 is falling in favor of MTSU early on 4-1 here in the second set. And then onto the left side, MTSU also up 4-2 there in their second set. So the courts right next to each other, both falling.
As Garrett-Coney has a nice point there, evens it up 15-15. Looking to go up 5-1 here and just stay in control of this set here.
Garrett-Coney with the serve, trying to hold her serve here, pushing her lead to 5-1. Trying to join her fellow teammates to the left of her, Noelle Morrow, who is up 5-2 in the second set after clinching the first set 6-3. So, court to look out for Blue Raiders fans on a potential game that could fall in the Raiders' favor. One seemed to be a bit long there from Hernandez. So that will now push it to a 40-30 lead here for Garrett-Coney. Beautiful effort there by Garrett Connie. Just not much he can do there. Hernandez trying to avoid going down 5-1 here.
And that's a huge point there in favor of Garcon. She keeps her momentum moving forward here in this set and is now up 5-1 now.
As we saw there, that court falling 5-1 now in favor of Garcon and the Lady Raiders. As we'll take a quick break from the action here. Two courts side by side for each other, going both with a 5-match point eclipse there in the second sets, as they're side by side on the courts, but they're also side by side here on the screen. On your left side, Noelle Morrow on court number 4, and then on the right side of your screen, Garrett Connie up 5-1. So 2 games. If both of these fall in favor of the Blue Raiders, we'll knot it all up 2-2. As that was just a beautiful effort at the top of the screen on the left side by Noelle Morrow. On a ball that sent her coast to coast, was able to get it over and put it in a spot where Blanco could not return it. Will now push this to a deciding, could be game ball here for Blanco if she doesn't secure it here. That one sent long by Blanco will secure a court 4 victory in favor of the Blue Raiders. Noelle Morrow finishing up the first Blue Raider to finish, ending in a victory. Sonic Garcon says, Noelle, just wait just 1 minute. I might be joining you here soon.
And that right there by Noelle Morrow, that's about what she does. She wins these convincingly, 6-2, 6-3 like she did today, and then even on some cases 6-1. That's what she does. She was just in control for a large majority of her match today and was just able to give MTSU their first point and carry some huge momentum moving forward into her teammates.
So that one ruled out there by Hernandez. As Noelle Morrow putting at the first point for the Blue Raiders. As you can see her watching onto her fellow teammate to her right. As that one sent to the net there by Hernandez, will clinch this one on court number 2 in favor of the Blue Raiders as well. So huge momentum here for the Blue Raiders as they will now knot it up. As you see at the bottom of your left side of the screen, Noelle Morrow celebrating the victories for her and Garcon. So huge victories there for MTSU there. Pushes it now 2-2 here. And all we got left is the odd courts with one all knotted up 1-1 apiece between Love Star Alexis and Paula Cortez. But on the right side of them is courts number 3, Muskan Gupta and Rachel Hermanova here. A break here Could be huge for Muscon. This play site says we have 82 points. Unfortunately, do not believe that will be achievable here in the game of tennis. So,
just a little bit off. Just a little bit off.
Yeah, only off by one number. But MTSU did secure another point. It is 2-2, not 82-2.
And that's a huge momentum booster there to take those other two courts on the even courts there to even this up and carry a lot of momentum moving forward to get even closer to taking a victory here today.
And the thing MTSU has going for them is they've secured the first sets on both courts 1 and courts 3. So they just need to secure one more set on both of these courts to secure the game. Could be so that one will squeak in there for Muscon. Will now push her lead to 30-40 here. So another ball that can land in her favor. Gives her a huge break to knot it up at 3 with her serve. That one sent along there by Muscon. It's now 40 all here. That one sent out there. Sent wide by Muscon will now give that point to a hold by Hermanova. Will now push her lead to 4-2 here in the second set. So, again, Muscon secured that first set. With Rachel Hermanova looking to extend it to a third set here. If you're Muscon here, you really are trying to see if you can make a comeback here in the second set, because if Hermanova can contain a second set victory, will give him all the momentum pushing into that third set.
Yeah, and if you're Muscon, we've seen it a lot today where it's been 4-2, 4-1, and then the other players just fought their way back into it. So you're not completely out of it yet. You just need to find your stride and play your way back into it. So not completely. Just play your own style and don't play into your opponent. And you just need to just play your ball and see your way back into it.
Beautiful defense there by Hermanova, just keeping the ball alive, jamming Gupta at the front of the net. Will now push it to 30 all here. As Hermanova here trying to get a break here on Muscon to get it to a 5-2 set 2 lead here. Put her in the driver's seat to forcing a third set.
Yeah, the third set would be key for her because then she has all this momentum she's building up here in the second set as she closes out there to go up 5-2. You know, she's got a lot of momentum, whereas it was the opposite in the first set. And she could definitely carry that over into a third set to give WKU another advantage.
As we'll get a stoppage of play here on court number 3. Again, Hermanova up 5-2 here, looking to push this court to a third set against Muskan Gupta. So if you're Muskan Gupta here, you really need to dig deep. You really got to try to figure out a way, either A, to climb back, or B, gain the momentum, gain the adrenaline that you need to secure that third set victory if you do drop the second set. It's a little skippage of play there via play site. Muskan Gupta trying to do everything she can in her power to secure a turnaround here in the second set. Hermanova now 2 balls away from securing the second set in favor of WKU and pushing it to a third set here. Beautiful ball there by Gupta to push it now 40 all. That one sent wide there by Gupta, as that will now secure a set 2 victory for Rachel Hermanova. And will now push this game to a third set here on court number 3.
Yeah, and she carries a lot of momentum moving forward, going into this third set with a pretty commanding 6-2 win there in that second set.
We'll take a stoppage of play here on court number 3. Having, again, huge momentum there for Hermanova to push it to a third set and to now give her all the momentum she might need to secure that third set. But as we jump onto the action here on court number 5, as we have Lily Sophie Schmidt, after dropping that first set against Skrithi Demera here, trying to bounce back and trying to do what Rachel Hermanova was able to do on court number 3 against Muskan Gupta and push to another third set. For those just joining us, Schmidt did play doubles. Demera did not, so Demera might have a little bit more in the tank going in, but Lily Sophie is known to dig deep and be able to use every bit of energy she has in securing huge victories, so curious to see how this all plays out. So that one just go just a bit long there for Schmidt, as you can see, very disgruntled with herself. Someone sent to the net there by Schmidt. Will now push it to 4-2 in favor of Demara here. All knotted up, 2 apiece here for the Blue Raiders and Hilltoppers. Once smoked by Lily Sophie Schmidt.
Yeah, great play by Demira there. Just able to play it soft and then immediately transfer over to that power swing there to blow it by Schmidt there and give herself another point here.
So that one's sent just a bit long there. Point landing in favor of Lily Sophie Schmidt. Just a quick, out of tennis talk here. We want to give a congratulations from the MTN Sports crew to the lady on the screen right now for the MTSU Lady Raiders, Lily Sophie Schmidt, on her recent induction into the Chi Alpha Sigma National Honor Society. So, congrats to Lily Sophie and her achievements there off the court. Showing great balance of on-court excellence and off-the-court excellence there. Again, the action here on court number 5. Demare v. Schmidt here. For those just joining us, WKU did clinch the doubles point. They followed that up by a quick 6-0, 6-0 victory on court number 6. And then MTSU answered right back with pretty dominating wins in both courts 2 and court number 4. So all eyes will now move towards the odd side of the courts here at the Cathedral. As you see on our screen right here, court number 5 action. There's a beautiful ball placement there by Schmidt. Big answer there from Schmidt. Again, trying to mount a comeback here. Will now push this set to 3-4 with her serve, I believe. So huge break there for Lily Sophie Schmidt. You see Coach Teo talking to her, trying to just give her the confidence and boost that she needs to flip the script here. To do a quick recap around the Cathedral. Again, court number 1. First set secured by Love Star Alexis. And then now we're into the second set there, as it is talking about court number 1 here. We'll jump right into the action here really quick on court number 1. Again, court number 1 did fall in favor in the first set for Love Star Alexis, 7-6, as you can see at the bottom left hand of the screen. This net set at a 3-4 lead in favor of Paola Cortez. But Love Star with the serve here, knotted up 30-all, trying to push it to 4-4 in the second set. That one pushed out by Cortez will now give Love Star a 40-30 lead here. Her serve, a ball in her favor, will knot this second set all up. Huge ball there, laying in favor of Love Star Alexis. Will now push this second set 4-4. And as we saw how competitive these two were in that first set, the second set is looking to recapture that magic. We proceed to watch the action here on court 1, 4-4, 15-all in this match. On the right side of our screen, we have the top right of our screen is court number 3, which is at a third set, which is 3-0 in favor of Muskan Gupta for MTSU. So huge bounce back from that second set for her, and huge for the Lady Raiders. Just too much on it for Love Star, trying to sneak it over Cortez's head. That set will fall in favor of Cortez here. Another one that might go down to a tiebreaker. Court 1. We could, if Love Star holds the serve here, we will see another tiebreaker endure. So, or should I say at least a extended set, again 1x2 rolls here. A lot rides on court number 1 as court 5 seems to be drifting into the favor of WKU. But court 3 has Muskan Gupta up 3-0 in her third set. So if those once again fall in the direction that they could be heading, we could come down to a court 1 game decision here. So
yeah, and if you're these two teams, you really wouldn't want it any other way for the magnitude of this rivalry to come down to the last set of how this match on court 1 has gone today between Alexis and Cortez, where they've really just traded blows back and forth, never really giving an inch either way. So
rocket there by Love Star pushes her lead 30 love here on her serve once again, trying to push it to 5-5. As we saw in the first set, Love Star and Cortez kept going back and forth, and then they were both knotted up at, I believe they were knotted up at 6 apiece. And Love Star was able to run away with that tiebreaker. So Love Star trying to recapture that magic once again. But before she can try to push for a tiebreaker, she has to clinch or hold her serve here. Love Star now 1 ball away here from knotting it all up at 5-5. That's what she will do. Knots it up 5-5 now on court number 1.
Yeah, just huge right there from Love Star here, and has to take on a similar role of what she did last set. She has to rally here, get a key break, and then get a key point here when it comes down to a tiebreaker, or if she cannot get a tiebreaker, but come down to a 7th point here for her to clutch up on this court 1.
Stoppage of play here. Just a quick update on the courts to each side of court number 1 on the right side at the top of the screen. Muskan Gupta is up 4-0 against Rachel Hermanova there. Just as we update there, another quick update, 4-1 now. Still in favor of Muskan Gupta. And then on the left, Lily Sophie's back's against the wall. She is down 5-3 in the second set. Again, wouldn't be a MTSU and Western Kentucky matchup if it wasn't for a little bit of nail-biting action. But again, all knotted up 2 apiece here at the Cathedral. Huge matches on all odd courts here. Court number 1, all knotted up 5-5 between Cortez and Alexis there. And then court number 5 has been pushed now by a match victory by Lily Sophie Schmidt to 5-4. So who is going to blink first? Who will be the one to steal a court here? Again, if these 2 courts, if court number 5 falls in favor of WKU, that will push their lead to 3-2. So MT would need to buckle down and really secure courts number 1 and court number 3. So we go double screen here. Court number 1 on your right side. Court number 5 on your left side. That one's sent to the net there by Cortez. Will knot it up 15 all. As the ladies on the left will now jump back into the action there. Demara on with the serve. Oh. My apologies. Seems we've been switched. Lily Sophie, I believe, will be on her serve here on court number 5. So
yeah, she's on her serve.
She's able to hold here. That will knot it up 5 apiece and push it to a 5-5 tie as well, just like Love Star, Lexus, and Paula Cortez. That is a great start there for Lily Sophie Schmidt. Cortez up 30-15 on her serve. That one sent wide by Cortez. Alexis and Cortez sending blows back and forth, jab after jab. Who will drop first, though? Just like that first set, no one is wanting to go down. The court one action here at the Cathedral is electric. But like we've been stating before, a WKU MTSU matchup is always one for the books, especially the 100 Miles of Hate book. Huge ball there, falling in favor of Alexis. Now pushes her lead to 40-30 here.
Yeah, this would be a huge break for Alexis here to take, not only for the team, but also for her, for momentum's sake. That would be huge going into her next serve.
This now goes to a deuce point here. As it will fall short for Cortez, pushing Love Star's lead now to 6-5.
Yes, that is huge for Left Star Alexis to bounce back, come back here and take the lead. Now coming up on a huge point for her on her serve to be able to close this out here on court one.
As we just saw there, Love Star Alexis once again pushing her lead now to 6-5 in that second set. One for the ages right there. Both first set was absolute electric. 7-6 victory falling in favor of Love Star. The second set looking to add just as much magic as the first set. As we'll go a new double screen here on your left side. Love Star Alexis, Paola Cortez on court number 1 on the right side of your screen. Muskan Gupta and Rachel Hermanova there. Gupta up 5-1 with her serve here. So the ball literally is in her court. That one, Gupta will let that one go. I believe that one was a bit long by Hermanova. A quick update as we are double screening here. Court number 5 has concluded. Lily Sophie Schmidt did drop that last set, so Sanskriti Damara securing another point for the Hilltoppers here, pushing their lead to 3-2 now. As Muskan Gupta and Love Star both with leads here on their courts. If they can secure both of them, will secure a win. And not just a win for MTSU, an in-conference win for them as well, and against their much bitter rival in Western Kentucky. As you see on the left side of your screen, Love Star Alexis inching ever so closer, and as she's inching closer, Muskan Gupta secures her victory 6-1. It all comes down to court 1 action. 3-3 here. Couldn't have wrote the script better here. Court 1 action. 3-3. And a 6-5 match here. Love Star is one ball away from securing a huge victory here for the Lady Raiders. And that will do it, securing the victory here for the Lady Raiders. The fight song plays on here in the Cathedral. Your Middle Tennessee State University Blue Raiders secures the 4-3 victory over the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers, keeping their flawless streak alive here at the ATC, pushing it now to 7-0 at home. Huge, huge win for Coach Teo and the Lady Raiders here at the Cathedral.
And Matt, that is now 13 of the last 15 that MTSU has taken over WKU. So they're keeping that narrative alive, just staying completely dominant in this series here.
Absolutely huge in-conference win there for the Lady Raiders, and a huge momentum boost here coming back home and pushing towards the end of the season here as MTSU once again securing that 4-3 victory. And now we will take a quick short break, and after we'll have our post-game interview with Coach Teo and the player of the game. Catch it right on here on the NTN Sports YouTube channel, NCUSA TV.
Mental health affects us all, whether you finish first or last.
Whether you win or lose.
The stigma around these issues causes those around us to suffer in silence.
Mental health is nothing to be ashamed of.
You are not alone.
You are not alone. As a student athlete,
As a teammate,
As a friend,
We pledge to continue the conversation.
because it matters.
Because you matter.
stand up to the stigma.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Continue the conversation.
You are not alone.
I have a voice.
You have a voice.
We have a voice.
Our voices can be heard.
Outside of sports.
As student athletes, we have a platform.
Now more than ever.
It's important that we listen, learn, and lead, and raise our voices for change.
We can all do more.
Now is the time
To make a difference.
This is our chance.
This is our chance to make a better tomorrow.
Together,
we will continue the conversation.
we have a voice.
On June 23, 1972, Title IX was signed into law, and it reads, "No person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity, receiving federal financial assistance." Happy 50th anniversary, Title IX. Thank you for giving little girls like me and big kids like Conference USA student athletes the opportunity to dream big.
welcome back to MTN Sports' YouTube channel and CUSA TV. We are here at the Cathedral Tennis, or Adams Tennis Complex here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, where we just witnessed the MTSU Lady Raiders secure a 4-3 victory over their battle rivals from Western Kentucky and the Hilltoppers. And we'll jump right into it. We got Court 1 player Lovestar Alexis as our player of the game with their interview. Lovestar, how are you feeling after that game?
It feels good to have that win. So yeah, last year we had lost to them 4-3, I think. So it's good to have our revenge.
Absolutely, absolutely. Bouncing back after last season, and this season has shown a lot. You were home a lot earlier in the season, and now in the midway of the season, you had about a month and a half or 9-game stretch of playing on the road. How does it feel, finally being back at ATC and playing in front of your own crowd?
Well, we always play good in front of our crowd, so we're excited to come in here and get that streak going, of the home matches. So yeah, it was great to come back here.
Yeah, Lovestar, that was a great win there. That is now 13 of the last 15 that MT has won over WKU. So how do you carry this momentum moving forward going into your next match at ETSU?
Well, both of the teams have the same, they're the same type of players, so it's good to see that we can win against them and have that prepare us for ETSU because, they're all grinders, so all the matches are probably going to be around the same scores and stuff. So it was good to, have that win and feel good about ETSU.
Absolutely. And so we saw both sets go into, tiebreakers and having to come down to literally the last ball. How are you able to just, find that, confidence, find that adrenaline that helps you push you forward over your opponent in such a hard-fought match there on Court 1?
Yeah, well, obviously me and Muskan always look at each other when we were playing, and I saw that she was fighting back, and in that third set she was up, so, obviously gave me a boost, and I know how much the team wanted to win against WKU, the school. So, yeah, so that gave me a little push to be able to pull through and get that win.
Alrighty, awesome. And one last question here, Lovestar. Coming into this home match, you had to pump yourself up, and a lot of way people pump themselves up is music. So what was the music of choice for you to get you pumped up for this game?
I don't know. It was just like a mix of playlists. I always love to have the speakers here because they're so loud, and when I'm warming up and hitting, just singing out loud and having fun with Muskan. Like, we always warm up together, so you probably saw us pull out some dance moves there.
Don't worry, Lovestar. I'm dancing up here, too. I love when the music gets loud. But thank you so much for your time. Congrats on the huge win, and get ready for your next road trip.
Thank you.
Of course. That was player of the game, Lovestar Alexis. Again, we saw a huge clinching victory there for her on court number 1, securing that victory for WKU. And it's just got to be a massive, momentum boost for her and the squad heading into their next matchup.
Yeah, she's carrying a lot of momentum over the last couple of weeks now. Last week she was CUSA Player of the Week, and now this week she has a little adversity come her way, and she has to rally to come back and take both sets where it's hard fought down to the wire.
Absolutely, and the person that helps rally the troops and rally these girls to a large victory is Coach Teo. Coach Teo, how are you doing tonight?
Doing good. Better that we got the win.
That is indeed. When we play WKU here at MTSU, it holds a little bit special more meaning when you secure a victory against the Hilltoppers. So, after such a long road trip for you guys, what was the message coming back home and just, finally being able to play in front of your home crowd?
Well, our road trip, we had some really good matches and good teams. We built up momentum here with our 8-match win streak, and we had some great confidence. But when we're coming back, we had some unfortunate kind of events or injuries or illnesses kind of hit our team, and that can definitely kind of hurt the psyche and kind of the mental aspect of the team. But when I told them, everyone's on the team here, if you're here, you're playing, we got to win. So we tried to just bounce back and try to stay positive and know that we can still win even with being down a few people.
Yeah, Coach, going into this, you had won one of your last 5 going into this match. So what was kind of like the motivation to your team to kind of like set it straight and come into this match here against WKU?
Well, like WKU, we lost last year 4-3. I wasn't at that match, unfortunately. But, we were right there then and had some match points that we did not capitalize on. And so we knew we wanted to come back, get our revenge, especially getting it home. So we were really pumped up about that. The seniors really try to do a good job to explain that to the freshmen, that how important it is to beat WKU and especially how important it is to beat them at home. And we were able to pull it through.
Absolutely. We all see, as fans, people that cover, Blue Raiders, athletics and everything, everyone wants to beat WKU. And so what was that one thing that you saw just kind of across the board, either in the doubles or in the singles, that you just were really proud of, the ladies, and just seeing, something that you could build on, later on, as we dwindle down into the season?
I think it's the same that it's been. We're really tough fighters. We don't give up. Like I told Muskan after she finished her match, I said I never doubted you, because I know we always have a chance to win no matter who's playing. Even with Lily Sophie struggling a little bit, I still was confident that she was going to be able to pull that out. So we just the main thing is we're fighters, and they know that, and I tell them that. We're just a little bit tougher, we're a little bit smarter, and we keep another ball in play, and that makes the world of difference.
Awesome. Thank you so much for your time, Coach Teo. We'll let you, bathe in the victory here, especially beating the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, all right. Thank y'all.
No problem. Again, Coach Teo there after a huge, huge victory for the Blue Raiders 4-3. And we just saw absolute brilliant play from, start to finish in the doubles. And just, we saw Love Star, coming off winning, CUSA Athlete of the Week and just continuing her dominance. So look forward. She might go back-to-back after her performance tonight, but it's something to look forward to, Jace.
I think she's deserving of it. She had to fight her way back into this and come back. So, but I would also say, if you want to put another one in there, would be Sana Garkani. She had a really great match today. She was dominant. She won 6-4 and 6-2 today. She just played her style. She's one of the most emotional players on the court every single time they go out there, especially for a freshman. You don't see that a lot with freshmen, that they're very emotional like her. And I think she's one of the better players in this team and could be up for that too. So,
Indeed. Absolute huge win, against a CUSA opponent, but especially makes it a little bit sweeter when it's WKU. So we want to thank everyone for tuning in to Lady Raiders Tennis here at the Cathedral of Tennis or the Adams Tennis Complex. For all those watching on the MTN Sports YouTube channel and the Conference USA TV, we want to wish you a great rest of the night and a great weekend, and we'll catch you later. I'm Matt Hayden. Join along.
Mental health affects us all, whether you finish first or last.
Whether you win or lose.
The stigma around these issues causes those around us to suffer in silence.
Mental health is nothing to be ashamed of.
You are not alone.
You are not alone. As a student athlete,
As a teammate,
As a friend,
We pledge to continue the conversation.
because it matters.
because you matter.
stand up to the stigma.
Stand up.
Stand up.
Continue the conversation.
You are not alone.
I have a voice.
You have a voice.
We have a voice.
Our voices can be heard.
Outside of sports.
As student athletes, we have a platform. Now more than ever. It's important that we listen, learn, and lead, and raise our voices for change.
We can all do more.
Now is the time
To make a difference.
This is our chance.
This is our chance to make a better tomorrow.
Together,
we will continue the conversation.
we have a voice.
On June 23, 1972, Title IX was signed into law, and it reads, "No person in the United States shall, on the basis of sex, be excluded from participation in, be denied the benefits of, or be subjected to discrimination under any education program or activity, receiving federal financial assistance." Happy 50th anniversary, Title IX. Thank you for giving little girls like me and big kids like Conference USA student athletes the opportunity to dream big.